I've been talking a lot lately about independent culture in Sacramento. And I've focused a lot on music and writing, and we will be talking more about film and theater in the future. But today I want to talk about independent clothing stores. Wouldn't you think there'd be a lot of them in Sacramento? I mean, when you think about it, we're not that far from the Bay Area, and there's got to be a lot of Bay Area. I didn't check on them, but when I put in Google Sacramento independent clothing stores, just those four keywords, Sacramento independent clothing stores, in quotes, because that when you put things in quotes in Google, it narrows the search to just things that pertain to those keywords, or it tries to narrow to those four keywords. Nothing came up almost. Only one page came up. And that one page only had 13 links on it. And one of the top links was Yelp, which is a national website. A national website that taps into all these local scenes and rates restaurants and local businesses. And the Yelp link went to Crossroads Trading Company, which is a pretty cool store because they buy and sell and put things on consignment. So that's kind of hip for the indie community. That's the one on Arden Way. But almost nothing else of interest came up as far as something an independent clothing shopper would be looking for. I mean, there was a blog, and that blog is from Juniper James. Okay, and that's all about indie clothing in Sacramento. But that's not really a store. And then there's, let's see, what else did I find that was incredible? Actually, nothing. A few other national sites, some dead links when you click them. Site cannot be found. I'm like, wow, only 13 links came up for Sacramento independent clothing stores. I was expecting like pages and pages and pages of links. So what does this tell you? It tells you a couple things. That people who do run independent clothing stores aren't doing enough with their websites to show up in Google, which is crucial if you want the traffic. If you don't show up in Google, then good luck getting traffic. Because Google is a great website for independent promotion. It does a lot of free promotion for indie businesses. So if you're not showing up in Google, then chances are you're just not happening with your website. So either these independent clothing stores don't have websites. I couldn't find that many when I started using other keywords to try to track them down. Either they don't have websites, or there really aren't that many independent clothing stores in Sacramento. Or it could be that these clothing stores have websites, but they were tricked by these fake SEO people. SEO means search engine optimization. And Sacramento doesn't really have a lot of smart techies that understand Google, is what I've learned. I don't want to put myself on a pedestal, but I come out number one and top 5 in all kinds of things in Google for my websites like SacTV and Playlist Research. And Playlist Research has translated into lots of traffic, whereas SacTV is too new of a site to have tons of traffic. But it still shows up in Google, and that's good because I'm planting seeds for the future. Keep in mind, this is all just about this day that I'm making this video, which is September 26th, 2012. Chances are in the future, especially when people see this video, more people will jump on this and start to make web pages designed to get traffic using keywords such as Sacramento independent clothing stores. But at the moment, the links that show up aren't exactly clothing stores, except for Crossroads Trading Company, which, you know, I had to go through a national site to get to that. So what I'm saying is, just a heads up, no matter what your business is, if you're an independent business, you can get an edge in Google just by creating web pages about what your business is about. And in niches like that don't have a lot of competition online, there are wide open opportunities to really become a leader in town, to be #1 in Google for those keywords, Sacramento independent clothing stores. So that's just something to think about. I myself would love to buy some independent clothes, meaning it'd be cool to know that I was getting something that was either made in Sacramento or just bought in Sacramento from an independent dealer. I mean, that'd be cool. Then I wouldn't have to shop at the mall for all that overpriced stuff. So just a heads up, something to think about if you're a fashion designer or if you run an indie store. You ought to jump on those keywords. Good luck with that.